Today we're making my favorite salad of all time. It's an arugula base topped with roasted butternut squash, black rice, and toasted cashews. So the first thing we need to do is get the rice cooking. You'll add 1 cup of dry black rice with 2 cups of water to a small saucepan and bring that to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, cover the pot, reduce the heat to low, and let it simmer for about 30 minutes or until all the liquid is absorbed. Once you have the rice cooking, go ahead and preheat the oven to 400 degrees so we can roast the squash. While the oven's preheating, we'll prepare the squash by first peeling it and then scraping out the inside pulp and then dicing it into small pieces. You can leave your pieces as small or as large as you like, but I prefer them in smaller bites so that 1, they cook faster, and 2, they're easy to just put on the end of the fork while you're eating the salad. Once you have your squash cut, go ahead and arrange them on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and then we'll add the spices. Liberally season them with garlic powder, onion powder, sea salt, and chili powder. The chili powder really gives them an extra kick here. Then you'll want to drizzle on just about a teaspoon or 2 of olive oil so that they get nice and crispy in the oven. Once you have your squash seasoned, go ahead and pop it in the oven for about 20 minutes or until a fork easily pierces each piece. While the squash is cooking, we'll go ahead and make the dressing. So we'll start with a 1/4 cup of olive oil and then add in about 2 tablespoons of freshly squeezed lemon juice. Then for just a hint of sweetness, we'll add about 1 to 2 teaspoons of agave or honey if you prefer. And sweetener here is always just a taste. Then I like to toss in just a pinch of garlic powder, maybe just a 1/4 teaspoon, and stir everything together. Next, we'll add 1 container of fresh arugula to a large salad bowl. It should be about 5 to 6 cups of salad base. I then like to add about half of the salad dressing to the arugula leaves, toss it together so that it's evenly coated. I take this step so that the dressing can be evenly distributed through the salad because sometimes the dressing can be fully absorbed in the toppings if you just pour it all on top at the end. When the squash is done cooking, go ahead and bring it out and let it slightly cool. At that point, lightly arrange about 1/3 cup of cashews on a baking sheet and pop them in the oven to toast for about 5 minutes. All we have left is to assemble the salad. So I like to add the rice first and then the squash pieces and finish it off with the toasted cashews and the remaining part of the dressing. Toss everything together before serving and enjoy. I hope you love this salad just as much as I do. And one other thing to note, if you don't have butternut squash on hand, you could simply substitute it out with sweet potato.